Welcome to the 105 Way podcast. I'm your host, Patricia.
And your co-host Jason and Payson.
And on this episode, we have lovely 105 author Warren. Warren, how are you today?
I am outstanding. How are you all, whole family?
We're doing great. Yes.
Doing very, very well. Yeah, we have fully accepted the fact that we can still do this even with a 6-month-old, and no matter how much older he gets, he's going to be a part of this. So yeah, it's been truly just a great ride, and it's even better when we meet excellent authors like yourself. So.
Thank you. He's in the family business already. Welcome, yes. Payson. Yes.
With that being said, we're going to start with our first question. So tell our listeners about yourself. So things like where you're from, what you do for a living, and then go into how the idea of writing came to mind.
All right, for sure. Well, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, born and raised, and love it here, of course, because I'm still here. I did earn a scholarship, a basketball scholarship, and I went to West Star Community College in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and that was just for 2 years. And then they recruited me to Eastern Illinois University up in Charleston, Illinois, on a basketball scholarship. And I finished there with a speech communication degree and a theater minor. While I was there, though, I also had a band called Sparkle, where I was the lead singer, of course. And I was also in the theater at Eastern as well. Then I came back to Memphis and started working in the quick service restaurant industry. And I worked there a total of about 35 years, off and on, because during that time, I was also an entrepreneur. I had my own a music production business for a very short period of time where I could produce my own CD. And then for a small period of time, I was also had a gift basket business. So those are some of the things that I did coming along. And then since then, I've retired from the quick service industry. And since then, last August, so just a few months, and since then, I've been pretty much a full-time author, and I've just opened my new business, Patten Entertainment, where I am a leadership coach and a motivational speaker, trying to get that kicked off as well. So just tying all of the authorship and the mentorship, leadership, and, oh my goodness, motivationalship. Is that a word? Don't look that up. Don't look that up.
I don't think so, but we'll use it for today.
But now I know Patricia knows I will make up some words. So it'll be in the dictionary soon. Now, what started me to writing, a long time ago, I really liked the comic strips, newspaper comic strips. I used to look at and read all the time. I couldn't wait for the paper to come in. And then I lost interest along the way. And then when I got back in school, I had a couple of educators, a couple of teachers who really turned me on to the English language and how to work it and how to read more. And I highlight them in this book, Can We Go Out and Play? So I won't go into detail about that, but they just really turned me on to all the nuances of reading and writing and understanding. And then when I got out of college and came back home, I was really writing poetry for a long time, but I didn't know exactly what it all meant. I just love rhyming and putting things together. Got together with a friend, and I have him highlighted in the book, and he said, Warren, take all those poems, let's make it a song, because he was in a singing group himself. You know how to play the piano, make it into a song. And all of a sudden, I was writing songs. So I'm not just a motivational speaker. I also write songs, as you will see in this book. What's it called? Can We Go Out and Play? So I just started writing, and this is my second published book. I have a first published book called Father Notes through another publisher, and that was my first adventure. And then I was so blessed to meet 105 Publishing at a book event last year. And I
Yep, in
usually,
Memphis.
yes, in Memphis, you all came to Memphis, and that was just wonderful. So I usually, as I do during book events, I go around and visit the other tables and see what ideas I can borrow, and what other things that I can learn, and just to meet and greet with some of the authors and people there. And I came around to your table, and I don't know if you all remembered, I was like, oh my goodness, y'all should have a store.
Yep, yep, sure do.
And I said, look at the eyes on these images. I just love the way your artwork, the illustrations was great. And I don't know if I said it then, but when I went back to my table, I said, they're going to do my next children's book. So I was already writing on my children's book, but I put it away to get work done. Of course, we were working from home during the pandemic, but I would always pull it out and do a little something and put it back and bring it back out. And then finally, after I retired, that was the first thing that popped in my mind: get on your book. And that's what I did. And that's how things really started with Can We Go Out and Play? Me thinking about when me and my sisters and one brother wanted to go outside, we always had to ask. We just couldn't run outside. We had to ask our parents, can we go out and play? And they'd either say, did you finish your chores? Yes, mother. You can go out and play. And that's how it all started.